Hey cool people, I'm Nick, I'm a he, him, and today we're playing Kingdom Hearts Dream Drop Distance HD via the 2.8x back cover, obtuse rubber goose, green moose, guava, juice, neighbor, and chop. And we're going to get every trophy achievement, memento, chest, and spirit recipe, also commands and in-game trophies, for both Sora and Riku in the grid. Digitize the like button and answer me this. What did the robot say when he replaced his shoes? I'm rebooting. Let's begin. Last time I said it was weird that in my first video I put both character chests together, and I was wrong. It's not weird, I'm weird. So, to save myself a little extra production time, I'll show both character chests at the same time, only for chests that we are forced to miss during the story. Sound good? Great. For Riku's dive, we have to get to the goal before the 25-second mark, aka under 50 seconds, for an A rank. Although C++ is fine with me, but I did it pretty easily by using Diving Strike repeatedly while being as low as possible. However, I did get the second mini ring. I wasn't sure if the bars behind it would move or not if I didn't, so. If we get an A rank, Riku will receive candy goggles unless we did it with Sora first. When Riku lands in the grid, we'll immediately have to do the light cycle. We need to try our best to avoid damage during the first half against the ridiculous Rinslers. We'll use our light trail, aka ribbon, to take out the riders behind us, and our assault disc to pepper in damage to the flyers. Stay out of the middle lane when the ship appears, because it'll slice us in half with its laser.
Maximum pulse!
I am completely unsure if progression is based on time or enemies killed, but eventually we will be pushed into phase 2, where we'll have to take down Co-Mantis. Basically, if it's behind us, we use our light ribbon to do damage to it. Also, I have not found a way to dodge his charge attack. Usually I, try to jump to the other side of the path and just have hope. It works 0% of the time, every time. When Co-Mantis is in front of us, we'll use our assault disc to shoot the crap out of it. When it sends yellow discs our way, we'll jump. When it stabs the ground, we'll jump and move towards the other side of the track. Also, here's a little fun fact, our bullets will still hit Co-Mantis when it's past our lock-on distance, so no matter what, this has to be us. When it spin dives towards us, we just need to not be in its path, and the fight will repeat from there. Do your best, and for our victory, Riku gets an HP increase, and we'll also get the father and son flashback. We'll then spawn in Bridge, where there are 2 chests, Panacea on the west side, and Water Barrel on the east side by the white transporter. I will dub this non-hostile one Big Chungus. Now we'll enter into Throughput, where if we run ahead and take this upper left path around the wall, we can find a small platform with a Noble Fantasy chest on it. Then back north by the orange transporter, aka Unibeamer, as an Iron Man, not the other guy, we'll find a lone potion chest on the lowest floor. Now if we flow motion west and up, we can find an area higher than Sora's IQ. It has 2 chests, Ice Cream Cone 2 on the slightly higher north hexagon, and Royal Cake is on the slightly higher south pentagon. Now if we drop down and head southward, we'll come up to another transporter, which is laser focused on us. See what I did there? We'll find a chest along the east wall, home to a shield cookie. Further east from there, we can find Big Chungus 2, and we'll flow motion up the south wall to find Wondrous Figment on the high octagon. Now we'll take the west exit into City, and midway up the slope on our left will be a Drop Me Not chest. Now, when it's time to go down the next slope, there will be a small protrusion also on our left with a fleeting Figment chest on top. Now we'll continue south past Big Chungus 3 and then southwest into a big open area where it's time for a forced fight. I'm using Cure and AoE commands like Circle Raid, Sleepra, Thunder, Balloon, as well as Flow Motion, Jump, and Slam to control the tide of battle. For our victory, Riku gets a deck capacity increase and the Stolen Disc flashback. Now we'll spawn deeper into the city and we'll get this confetti candy for Riku on the north wall under the ramp. This is the first chest missed by Sora. His version contains Drop Me Not. As Riku, we'll turn around for 2 more chests. Run down the south passage, and on our right is a potion chest. Then, back where we had the forced fight, we can flow motion up to this southern balcony where a big chest sits containing Thundara. How shocking. Let's boogie on down to the Moogle where we can buy Escar Glow and Woe Flower recipes. Now let's run back to where the slope was and enter the doorway into Docks, where we'll have boatloads of fun. Haha. Keep in mind the next 3 chests Sora is forced to miss, so they're all labeled here. We'll go ahead through the white door, make a left, then another left, and once we're in a little alcove with a turret, we'll reality shift the turret to explode, change target, or prize shot, and I'll explain why in a minute. Then we'll flow motion up and north to find a little chest sitting on this edge, holding Confetti Candy 2 for Riku, and for Sora, it'll be a big chest with E-Glider recipe inside. Then we'll follow the path until we find a big chest on our right, and it houses Counter Aura for Riku, And there's a small chest here for Sora containing candy goggles. Sprint south, drop down, and go leftwards around the bend to find another turret and more nightmares. Use one of the reality shift options on this turret that you didn't use on the former. I'll explain why. Wait for it. Wait for it. Then we'll go ahead into the next section with 2 Peeps to Who's and another turret. We'll auto-destruct the turret and then go into the room that is revealed behind it, and there's a chest on the left keeping a shield cookie from Riku. And paint gun black ×10 from Sora, which is the last missed chest for Sora. Now we'll use reality shift on the orange yield sign looking thing and cast Unlock, which grants me the trophy Super Hacker, which is from using one of each of the codes in Codebreaker reality shift. Here's how we do it. Against enemies, we can use Prize Box, Switch Target, and Moving Spark. Against turrets, we can use Auto Destruct, Switch Prize, and Prize Shot. And on big chunguses, aka transporters, we can use Transport. Who would have fucking thought? Oh, and against the switch, aka the yield sign, we can use Unlock. Just a reminder for any goldfish watching. Now that the doors are unlocked, not that we have a keyblade or anything, we'll continue northward and enter the elevator. There's no chest in this section, we just need to auto-destruct 2 of the turrets on the glass pane, and we can drop down to the lower section, where there's a chest way south of the save point, concealing a Drop-Me-Not. Then on the west side, directly opposite the Drop-Me-Not, is a balloon item chest. Then if we turn and face the big pillar in the center of the room, we'll find the last chest in this room containing Potion. So now we'll go to the save point and exit to the Solar Sailor, but Riku's story skips the Solar Sailor portion, so we will have to come back for chests 20 through 28 later. However, I will detail where they all are in Sora's story, so feel free to check the pinned comment to jump to any chest that you're missing when the time comes. Once we're in Rectifier 1F, we'll turn north, and at the northwestmost corner is another balloon item chest. And southward on the left wall is a high potion chest. Now we'll continue south until we reach these containers, and on the nearest container is a chest slightly hidden behind a box, home to a block of chocolate. Then we'll flow motion up these suspended containers, and on the left of the 2 is another chest with a fleeting figment inside. Now we'll drop down on the north side, go up these stairs, and then on the slightly extended wall, we'll find a Panacea chest. Then at the south end of this, whatever this area is, train car, we'll find a chest containing Shield Cookie 2. We'll head east down the stairs, and on the south wall is a big chest, home to the Peeps to Who recipe. Then northward and up the right staircase, in this hallway that just assaults your eyes, is a potion chest, slightly elevated on the left. Now we'll go all the way to the end of this room and exit the right door into Rectifier 2F. My water just spit up on me. Immediately we'll run forward right and down the stairs, go south to find 2 chests here, a Drop-Me-Not, and a Noble Figment. Now we'll go back up the stairs, then take the next set of stairs up, and on our right is a potion chest, which I totally didn't miss initially. Now we'll go up the next set of stairs and the final left set. At the top, we'll do a little Thievius Raccoonus Movis by rail sliding all the way to the far transporter, and we'll use Reality Shift to make it white. Then we'll use it to ride over to the other side of Rectifier 2F. And in this new section, at the north vertex, a vertex is a point where 2 lines meet in a shape for anyone who failed geometry. Me. We'll discover a block of chocolate too, and at the southeast vertex is a gravity strike in a big chest. Now we'll take old Whitey back to the main section and head right. After the Rinslers are beaten, we can grab the Confetti Candy 2 chest seated nearby. Then we'll go to the save point and take the elevator up. Once in Throne Ship, there's fuck all here, so we'll just run to the south area and then we'll appear in Portal Stairs, which has 3 chests. One is directly behind where we spawn in, holding a high potion. And the next one is down the path on the right, unlocking a Drop-Me-Not. And the last one is way up north by the save point. We'll receive Paint Gun Black ×10. Once we reach the save point, we only need to go up the stairs to fight the boss. But before I talk about that, L-shift over to... For Sora's Dive, we gotta beat Brawl and Mari and reach the goal in 1 minute and 25 seconds or less to get the A rank. This striped cephalopod has 3 initial attacks. It'll shoot its glowing tennis balls tentacles at us. It'll slice a rock at us and we just gotta avoid the debris. and it'll dig its arms into rocks on its sides, so we'll fall into its force field. What I like to do here is use aerial break as soon as the force field appears, then again just before reaching its mussy. Mouth pussy, yes. Then we'll have a chance to attack the iridescent boils on its head, break them one at a time as to not accidentally force a third phase. In phase 2, there's a new attack, lasers, avoid them. I fly in a big circle to do so. Another new attack, it'll spit. Avoid the spit. Glowing tentacles are back, and we gotta be sure to dodge it the first time, and then an additional time. Then the mussy attack will happen again, and I have an inkling, pun intended, that we should be able to beat it in 2 phases. It'll be close though. I completed it in 1 minute 18 seconds, leaving me only 7 seconds to spare. And we get candy goggles for the A rank, unless we got those with Riku first. Sora then spawns into City, and we can grab the chest on our back left, housing a potion. Now we'll take the east hallway into a big open section, and on the upper balcony to the south, there's a chest cradling a troubling fancy. Now if we go northeast and then up the big north slope, we can find a chest midway up on the right with holding a water barrel. Once we reach the top, we can go down the east slope. We can find another chest on a protrusion on the right, holding a block of chocolate too. Then we'll continue east into throughput, go to the south wall, flow motion up it, and find a big chest on the right, and we'll open it to receive Circle Raid. Now we'll hop down, grab our soap shoes, and take the Sonic Adventure 2 grind rail into a cutscene. And when it's over, we'll understand the true power of chaos control. No, we'll spawn in, turn around, and grab the chest on the next lowest platform, housing confetti candy. Now we'll go north and flow motion up the wall to grab a Dulcet Figment chest, situated on a lonely platform. Drop down and we'll loop our way to the north octagon to find a potion chest across from the laser sharp transporter. Then on the upper west platform are 2 chests home to Fleeting Figment and Royal Cake. Now we can take the higher bridge to the east to enter the room ironically named Bridge, and we'll get Counter Rush after all the cutscenes. There's 2 chests in this room. The east one has a Drop Me Not, and the west one has a Block It Chocolate. I also got an in-game trophy while fighting in this room, called Reality Shifter, requiring us to defeat 50 enemies with Reality Shift. Now we'll take this transporter, Big Chungus 1, you remember him, to docks where we can find 3 chests to grab. If we head to the stairs on our left, we can find a chest behind them, concealing the balloon item. Next to the pillar in the center of the room is a Drop Me Not. And if we run to the southeast corner, we'll find a 3rd chest with a Panacea inside. Now we'll go to the save point and enter the worst f***ing room, Solar Sailor. I will also list Riku's chests here as well for those who need them. When we first spawn in, we'll find a chest hiding behind the second set of boxes. It's home to Confetti Candy 2 for Sora and Panacea for Riku. Now we'll go into the west enclosed section and back up north, then climb the stacked boxes, and in this second floor on the far end is a turret we need to reality shift. Once that's done, we'll be outside, so let's flow motion to the top of the northeast container, then over to the northwest container to find candy goggles in the corner for both Sora and Riku. Then we'll go back down to the floor, and across from the container we exited is another one we can enter. There's a high potion chest for Sora and Riku at the far end of it. Now we'll leap into the next container across the way, go north and auto-destruct the turret on the left wall. There's a Panacea chest for Sora just next to that turret, and for Riku it's a Drop Me Not. We'll jump into the new opening and run south past these boxes to find 3 chests for Sora, Water Barrel, Fleeting Figment, and the Balloonra command. As for Riku, they are Royal Cake, Shield Cookie 2, and Wondrous Figment. Now we'll go up the boxes and drop down towards the center path. We can find a turret at an intersection, and we should reality shift to change target. Then, left of that turret is a Cyber Yogg getting f***ed up by it, and a chest containing balloon item for Sora, and Paint Gun White ×10 for Riku. Now we'll leap onto the southwest container, auto-destruct the turret, and enter the new opening. Go down the 2 sets of boxes, and we'll find a chest on the left, and receive Wondrous Figment for Sora, and Troubling Fancy for Riku, which will be our last Riku chest, assuming you did his story already. Now we can continue through the container to the exit, and I'm always happy to leave this room because I hate it. Once in Rectifier 1F on the east wall by our spawn is a Drop Me Not chest. Then in the northwest corner is an Ice Dream Cone 2. Now south by the containers and stairs is a little hidden chest behind a slightly higher box containing potion. And then we'll flow motion southward and up these 2 containers, and on the left one is a lofty fantasy chest. Then we'll go back north, go left up the stairs, and on the divot of the west wall, we'll find a chest home to a shield cookie. Then, to the very south of this area is a panacea chest. Let's go down the east stairs and then south to a chest with an ice cream cone inside. Then north and up the right stairs, we'll find a chest on a slightly elevated section, keeping a high potion. Then we'll go south and take the right door, entering into Rectifier 2F, go right, down the stairs, make a left to find 2 chests, an ice cream cone, and paint gun green ×10. Now go north up the stairs, then up the next stairs, and on our right will be a chest with a potion inside. Then we'll take the next 2 flights up and follow the path westward, then go north to the Ol' Whitey transporter. We'll use reality shift on it to make it Ol' Whitey, and then we'll grab this drop me not chest next to it, and then we'll take white flight, here to the other side of Rectifier 2F, where we'll get the chests, Shield Cookie 2, and Yagi Ram Recipe. Then we'll come back and go to the save point. I got the in-game trophy in the money for collecting 5,000 money. Also, let's save, because when we go up the elevator, we'll begin the... At the save point, portal stairs for Riku and Rectifier 2F for Sora, pause and press triangle or whatever loser button Switch has, and if we see Risky Wins is in slot 1, drop now. And if we see it's in slot 3, use a drop me not, and we'll go fight the respective bosses. This will work regardless of which character you are. But for context, Risky Wins gives enemies and bosses, so we're gonna avoid it. Let's start with Sora. We'll enter the elevator and be put into the arena with the Rizzler. No, Rinzler. Rinzler loves to run at us, swipe and do a push-up, and we can block or dodge the swipe. He can also jab at us with his hand on our right, and we can block or dodge that. He'll do some breakdancing, and then he'll down slash at us, which we can block or dodge this as well. He can also throw his discs off the ceiling or straight at us, and if parried or blocked back, it can do damage, but sometimes he'll catch it if it's coming from too far away. Same thing if he throws both discs, though, all are dodgeable as well. The last thing Rinzler can do is flip the gravity, which will invert our movement. And he'll then slam on top of us, which is only dodgeable. Those are pretty much all of his attacks. My method is balloon traps and balloon wrist spam with 2 Curas, also a thunder dash to get some distance from him, and a fire, cause why not? Remember to use reality shift when it shows up. We'll give him the old strawberry treatment, by which I mean we'll jam him from using his attacks for a bit. Upon our victory, Sora will receive HP bonus and the defense gain relay bonus, the dual disc keyblade, and the Flick Rush digital cup once we're back in the world's map. Don't forget to grab the chest 1 in the city and the 3 chests in the upper portion of docks. Now for Riku. We fight Mantis, and my strategy of balloon traps as well as balloon run Curas is basically unchanged. However, it has different attacks from Rinzler. And I know, nobody saw it coming, but it's true. All its attacks are blockable and dodgeable. The attacks include shooting discs in a curve, shooting 4 discs on the floor, spinning around the edge of the arena, spinning forward leg attack, shooting a ton of discs, and this bullet rain that puts us to sleep if we touch the ground circles. Use reality shift all 3 times it happens, 66% health, 33% health, 1% health. And for our victory, Riku gets an HP bonus, dual disc keyblade, and the trophy achievement Memory and Heart, assuming we beat Sora's boss. Also, don't forget Riku's 8 chests in the Solar Sailor. Thanks everyone so much for watching. I hope this helped, and I hope to see you next time. Goodbye!